Welcome to our CIPP presentation. This presentation includes an overview of the CIPP model, the key figures associated with the model, and implications of when and how the model is used. The CIPP model of evaluation includes four main components, or four separate evaluation phases: context, input, process, and product. This evaluation begins by investigating the context. What needs to be done? In this phase of the model, evaluators will collect and analyze needs assessment data to prioritize goals and objectives. Input is the next phase of the model, where the evaluator looks at how should it be done by choosing the best steps and resources needed to meet the new goals and objectives to ensure the means to the ends. In the process phase of this model, the evaluator observes, how is it being done? They monitor the performance so decision makers can learn the plans and guidelines, budget, delivery, staff support, whether conflict or cooperation, and the morale. The final portion of this model evaluates the product. Is it succeeding? The actual outcomes are monitored and compared to the anticipated outcomes, so decision makers are better able to decide if the program should be maintained, improved, or abandoned. The CIPP model is used for program and organizational evaluation, and this chart gives a visual representation of how the four parts of the CIPP model integrate with each other and the components of each individual step. It highlights the focus for each phase of the model. Daniel Stuffelbeam is the innovator behind the CIPP evaluation model. Per Yera Lopez, the earliest formal documentation of his model is offered as the product of an evaluation study committee appointed by Phi Delta Kappa in 1969. Stuffelbeam is a highly regarded individual in the education field. He founded the Evaluation Center at Ohio State University and later moved with the center to Western Michigan University. Anthony J. Shinkfield is a longtime collaborator with Daniel Stuffelbeam. He and Stuffelbeam have published several works together regarding their research of the use of the CIPP model and its best practices. CIPP is one of the most widely applied evaluation models and is frequently used in both the educational and medical fields. A CIPP evaluation creates accountability from start to finish across an entire program. The context stage of the evaluation allows for needs to be assessed, eliminating the need for an independent needs assessment. Other researchers were inspired by Stuffelbeam's attempt to move evaluation into a more constructive form, shifting the underlying purpose from proving to improving programs and systems. This led to such models of evaluation as the BRIO model, which also incorporates components resembling needs assessment, as well as traditional evaluation. The BRIO model includes four categories: background, research, implementation, and outcome. This table shows evaluation questions common to CIPP evaluation studies and the breadth and depth of questions that can be addressed via the CIPP model. Now that you have become more familiar with Stuffelbeam's CIPP model of evaluation, please consider the following. Can you use the CIPP model if you have already done a needs assessment? If you have already done a needs assessment, can you come into the CIPP model halfway through the process? This concludes the presentation of Stuffelbeam's CIPP evaluation model. We look forward to discussing this model with you on the IT 7150 discussion board.